Hi, welcome guys. Thanks for joining me again, or if it's your first time. Lisa, Salt and Soul Yoga, just with some online classes to maybe soothe the soul. Hopefully learn a little bit of yoga along the way. Hope you guys have had a good week. You know, super hard in isolation. You know, hopefully you're getting out there and breathing the air and doing what you can, maybe walking with a friend or your dog, maybe bike ride with a fam, maybe shooting hoops with the kids if you've got a hoop at home, or ring at home, or going to the local school. Super important for, you know, that hour a day to get out there and oxygenate. So if you joined me last week, you would know that I'm super, I don't know how to explain it, like really important for you to feel super comfy on these four corners of the mat at home, when you walk into a studio, feeling to your worth here and your worth out there, and your value in here and out there. So that's super important to me, and maybe if that's all I bring to you, maybe that's enough from my perspective. Probably yoga teachers would disagree, but look, all about that self-empowerment, that growing into that soul and doing you and being you. Enough of that. I'm sorry, I keep going on about that. This week we bring the calm flow. I think we might need quite a bit of calm this week, next week, every week. So, you know, finding that freedom from disturbance, finding that harmony with yourself and harmony with others, that peace, that shanti. So practice this as many times as you like. I know just a touch of yoga philosophy here, just a touch. I'm not going to go on and on. Everyone roll their eyes. Patanjali wrote 196 sutras about 2,000 years ago, documenting sort of yoga principles, yoga way of life, the wisdom of yoga. And 1.2 probably stuck in my mind because I have to practice it for my exams, but also it's super important of what this means. So it's 1.2 is Yogash Chitta Vritti Nirada, which means, that's Sanskrit in English, yoga is the cessations of fluctuations of the mind. Yoga is cessations of the fluctuations of the mind. Super easy to roll off the tongue, maybe a little bit harder to master with our Western world, with all the balls that we juggle, with all the roles that we have, mothers, you know, wives, husbands, partners, employees, employers, everything we bring to the mat. I promise you, the more you practice this beautiful Eastern tradition and way of life, and the more you come to meditation, I can give you a beautiful meditation teacher who I absolutely love. Her name's Lisa. I can give you her details of coming into a super simple meditation practice without being guided, without having apps. So if you want to inbox me or whatever you do in technology, not very good with technology, here I am on YouTube. Go figure. Anyway, so before we start the class, can you get your outer environment? I know we're focusing on that inner beautiful landscape. Can you get your outer environment? I know that I can't dim my lights because you need to see me, but dim your lights. Put on your favourite candle. Tell your fam you're going to be away for an hour and 5 or hour and 10, whatever the case may be. If you have got small children, realise that's super hard. So possibly, maybe when your spouse comes later, do this practice in the sanctity and sanctuary of your home, but also yourself, and create that beautiful quiet space. So put me on pause if you wish and go and do that, and then come back. It's going to be a nice slow flow. We're going to start where we're going to finish, and probably everyone's favourite, Shavasana. So you're going to find a super simple lay down, and you're not allowed to lay here for the whole of practice. Naughty, and you're just going to let go, and you're going to breathe. allowing everything else to dissolve, to dissipate, letting go of this morning, letting go of today, letting go of the to-do list, and allowing to return home into that beautiful breath, into that beautiful, just simple inhale and exhale. Feeling into the back of the head, softening of the face, back of the shoulders, taking the awareness down the arms, softening into the hands and the wrists, chest, belly soft, pelvis starting to loosen and soften in, dissolve, back of the legs, knees, calves, heels, feet, toes. Resting in there, feeling your whole body melting into the mat, finding the breath, finding that connection, fusing that beautiful mind, body, soul, and letting go. Maybe elongating the breath a little now, making it of equal length. Smooth inhale, smooth exhale. As you're sinking into that beautiful breath of yours, I just want to talk a little bit about calm, if that's okay. That freedom from disturbance, that place of peace. I think if you can have everything, but have nothing if you haven't got peace of mind. And inner peace can begin when we really, or the moment we choose not to allow another person to control our emotions. Easier said than done, I realise that. But if we give up our peace, we're truly giving over our power to someone else. And particularly at this point in time, peace may be the retraining of our mind of what life we think should look like to what it is at the moment. Life is not always perfect. There is fear, there is unknown, there is challenges, there's noise, there's trouble. But finding an inner calm amongst that is peace. That magic elixir, that place of balance and harmony. Trying to quieten that monkey mind today with movement, with flow, with meditation. Finding that silence, finding that solitude, and finding that beautiful calm source. So maybe choosing a mantra today in those times of pause. Could be anything from I feel centered, I feel calm, I am connected, safe, at peace, secure. Whatever resonates with you, it's personal. So inhaling peace, exhaling disharmony, finding that quiet place, that freedom from disturbance, solitude. A few more breaths before we commence. last inhale, last exhale. Maybe opening the eyes. I'd love you to close your eyes as much as possible in your practice if that's available to you. And we're just going to extend that beautiful prayer. We're going to extend the toes, and we're going to find the length of our body in the start of the practice. Sweeping the arms to the right, sweeping the feet to the right, or the legs to the right, and finding that beautiful Baddha Asana. Opening the left side body, closing the right. And if you want more, maybe grabbing into that left wrist, maybe crossing left over right. Do you need more? Probably not. It's up to you. Finding the breath. Coming back through mid, and then sweeping to left, sweeping the legs to left, arms to left, and finding that beautiful canna opening. Breathing into that right side waist, opening up into those beautiful ribs. Coming back through center. Knees, bring them in. Arms embrace over the knees. Tuck it in. Nice closed ball here. If you have back issues, I want you to land your feet when we go to this next position. If you have neck issues, land into the back of the head. But if you haven't, follow me. Stick with the frame. Inhale up. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale. Exhale, fold it in. Inhale. Breathe. I might land into my neck. I have neck issues. Drop into the feet. Keep the arms to a T. Maybe close them down. Arms to T means hand in line with arms, in line with shoulder, both sides. If you don't know that, that's fine. And then slowly gliding those toes up the mat. Knees to ceiling, sky, whatever, if you're outside. And then slowly arcing to right. We're not going to come into full twist yet. Supine twist. We're just going to simply, with that fusion to core, protecting the lower back, finding that beautiful arc each side, maybe gaining a little space each side. One more each side. Slow and easy and considered. And then landing to right. Finding your twister. Twister, twister. I love this song. Maybe, lifting the knees or bringing them down, wherever you find that twist, that version of your twist that suits you. We're not cookie cutters. Do you? A few beautiful breaths here. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the opposing side. And then maybe playing with that. Knees up, knees down. Inhale back through center. Crossing over ankles. Maybe just bringing the hands under the thighs and then just doing a nice easy spinal roll control through the center if we can, massaging the back, and then coming up into a seated position. I'll have to face you. Turning around there. And then finding Dandasana. Beautiful foundation of sitting tall through the crown, hands close to the hips, charge the toes, lift up. Inhale, just. Exhale, be. Glide that right foot on the inner left leg, plant into that right toe. Keep that knee nice and lifted to ceiling so we don't splay in, splay out. Lift up tall. Maybe cupcake fingers, reach them around behind you, grow tall. Find your twist. Could be that you hug your knee on that inner elbow, or it could be that you bring the elbow to the outside. Whatever you choose, your version, your yoga. Grow tall and twist. Close the eyes here if you can. Inhaling. Exhaling, disharmony, disquiet. Releasing the twist. Lifting up the leg. Maybe this is enough for you. Hand to foot, hand to knee, and just finding that beautiful opening of the hip. Maybe you want more. Elbow crease, and then bringing that foot into the elbow crease. Hugging a little higher. Doesn't matter, wherever you're at. Opening up the hip. Breathing. And then slowly laying that down on the inside, that foot, right foot on the inside of the left thigh. Nice and easy and slow today. Inhale, coming into a really soft Janasana. So flowing it down, grounding into the hands. If you've ever had trouble with this, you can always grab a scarf, which I've got there, I was going to demonstrate, and then just sit it up here. If you've got back issues, keep it more neutral. Up to you. Inhale and exhale here. Sweep the right arm around, plant it in, sweep left arm up. Find that beautiful stretch and opening. Maybe open the palms, press into the left foot. Inhale and exhale, and then guide it back down with ease, lifting it up, finding that anterior tilt. Maybe a little bit more length, guide it down, find your space, wherever it is, and then fold in. Soft edges at the beginning of the practice, just opening the body before we flow. Bring the right arm around once again, lift it up, length, stretch, open and shine. Exhale down, last one. And then coming into that beautiful long stretch. Finding the length, bringing the belly in and then folding over. Ride the hands up, feel the body. Beautifully bring that right leg down. Find that tallness, glide the left leg in, tuck over that toe, ground into that right toe as we cross, big toe of the left foot. Lift up tall, bring that arm around, Ardha Matsyendrasana the other side, lift up tall, find your twist, could be a hug, could be on the outside, wherever. Find the length and then find the twist. Close the eyes, sit in it, breathe into that rinse. find that rock the baby, or might be just hand to knee, and then just opening it, little, making sure that knee's in line with the foot, we're not twisting into the knee. Or foot to elbows, lift it up. Find that hug. And then find that left foot nestle into that inner right thigh. Maybe move the flesh a little. Find the anterior tilt, lift it up, and then glide it down. Wherever it is it takes you, it takes you. Inhale. Exhale. You know where we're going with this. Bring left arm around, plant it in, sweep up the right, press into the right foot, open up, press into the right foot, press into the left knee, lengthen and feel. Exhale down. This is you. We are here. Your movement, your flow. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just finding where you feel comfortable. Or maybe slight discomfort, but don't go too deep too soon. Be kind to yourself. One more. Graze a hand along the carpet, the mat, or wherever you are. Inhale up. Stretch and lengthen. Shine and open. Exhale down. Slow and considered. And then find that beautiful resting place of Janasasana. Inhale, just. Exhale, there. Few breaths there. You're calm, you're quiet, your place, your worth, your value. Unfolding, unlayering. And then lift it up. Hands behind, cross over ankles. Come forward, plant into the hands. Knees stacked under hips, you know where we're going here, but we're going to flow with it. So spread the fingers nice and wide. Inhale, contract, compact. Exhale, push it back in that contraction into that beautiful long child's pose. Inhale, up. Exhale, flare, let the belly go, open the collarbones, and then just flowing with that, with your breath, your synchronicity. Opening and closing. Feeling activated towards the middle as you come up, that navel to spine, chin to chest, and then letting everything go and open. One more each side, one more. And then we're going to push it back. Two child's. Extended prayer. Lift it up. High kneeling, high vajrasana. And then, if you have back issues, you don't want to flow with Ustrasana, camel pose, I'd suggest you bring the arm or the hands back, the palm of the hands into the lower back and over to the buttocks, and then retract the shoulders. Bring the toes to the mat, heels to the ceiling, and sit into that. Or if you've got something more, if you've got no back issues, we could flow with Ardha Ustrasana. So bringing the right hand to the right heel, pushing the pelvis forward, lifting up, letting the neck go. I probably won't let it go for too long, it doesn't like it. Inhale, and then still keeping this quite firm, but the upper body quite loose. Just flowing, left hand down, left hand to engage, left heel, right arm up. And that beautiful meditative flow. Maybe creating a little bit more space in the body on each land. Your expression, however it looks, doesn't matter. One more each side. And then slowly bringing left hand to right. Tuck the chin, lift it up. Guide it back down the body. Hands to extended prayer. Extended child's pose. Drop in. Lift up. Ground into that left hand. Lift up the right. Find the twist. And then guide it into this beautiful grounding. Thread the needle. Finding the back of the right shoulder. Hips stacked over. Knees. You might land here. If you want something more, you might want to bring that left arm to the right corner of the mat and come into a twist. I like just to rest in here and breathe. Feeling into that support of the mat, opening into that right shoulder. Stable, grounded, earthed, connected. Inhale, just. Exhale, be in that. Maybe returning to your mantra in this pause. I'm connected. I'm safe. I'm secure. I'm at peace. Whatever resonated with you. And then lifting up through that right hand, finding that open twist, bring the hand in, just a little cat here, just a little cow here, push it back into that extended prayer, child's pose, inhale up, and then just sit in a steady, easy Ustrasana, or taking it further, both arms, up to you guys. And then pushing it up, neck issues, keep it tucked. Open the throat. Tuck the chin, support the back as you come up. Come back to that neutral spine. Breathe. Rest into the feet. Guide it down the body. Push it back to Quietening. Up to that tabletop. Lift up the left hand. And then guide it through as far as you can. Land onto that left shoulder, graze into the left cheek, rest there or take it further, wherever you want to take it. Breathe there just for a few moments, closing the eyes, finding that beautiful silence and solitude. Breath, reminding you of Ujjayi, that beautiful constriction at the back of the throat, that friction. You don't have to sound like Darth Vader though, you don't have to be super loud. You can just feel into that breath. Quietening the mind. Listening to the soul, and then finally pressing into that right hand, lifting up the left arm, opening up into that opening, and then placing it back down, hands on mat, and then slowly, tabletop, and then coming into your first soft dog, So just checking in on your alignment. Are your feet hip width apart? Are your hands shoulder width apart? Are you able just to release the neck, say yes and no? Going into the knees as much as you wish, tailbone to sky. Bring the belly in. What's happening here? And then maybe doing your own expression, slow, easy, pedal. Coming onto the toes and coming into a little twist. Planning in. Choosing what you would like to do. A little bit of playtime. And then landing in this stillness. Few breaths. I want people who first come to the mat not to follow me with this next move, please. So coming into fallen triangle, lifting up this right leg, bringing the right knee to the right elbow, and then gliding that right foot forward into that beautiful triangle, fallen triangle pose. Pressing through the right foot, maybe on the outer edge of the left foot, or full, doesn't matter really. And then opening the heart, lifting up through the arms, gliding it back down, bringing that right foot in, coming back. Now we're all meeting in split dog, so lifting up that right leg, guiding it through, looking forward to the front of the mat, tucking it in and bringing it through. And maybe, I'm not going to come into Parsvakonasana, but we're just going to move back and forth, playing a bit into the right hip, maybe landing into the heel a little, opening up the back of the right leg. And then we're just going to sit in that low lunge. Planing into left hand, lift up right. Finding that twist. I'm going to do a tricky transition here, you don't have to do this. I'm going to scissor the legs, and then we're going to bring in the belly, look down for your balance, and then slowly glide up into a revolve twist. Breathing here. Right hand back, left hand forward. You can just organically come into this. So right leg forward, left leg back, left arm forward, so it's a revolve twist. And then bringing right arm up, left arm up, 45 the feet, and then just come into just a little loose dancer circle here. Loosen it all up. Knees are soft, doesn't matter what we look like. And then just coming into that beautiful place of stillness. And then shooting it into that beautiful Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. I might have to take off my, get a bit warm here. You might have to unland too. So, finding length. You might want to have heel to heel, front heel to back heel, or front heel to arch. And I'm not into rules schmools at all, but finding some sort of safety and alignment. And we maybe want to open up the stance a little, extend from fingertip. Maybe coming on point if you want, so coming up onto the forefoot and just moving with that. And then planning in strength, resilience, stability, courage, breath, the ability when to know when to move forward or to come back into your beautiful, peaceful warrior. Windmill the hands, frame the foot, pivot on the back, lift up, split the dog, right knee into right wrist, guiding that left leg down, opening up the right hip. So you might want to put a pillow, cushion, block underneath that right hip, lifting up the heart space, sinking in to your pigeon breath. You might want to have a prayer. Just allowing that beautiful release of the right hip. Return to the silence of the breath. Maybe return to that mantra. Refocus the thoughts. What's the music in the mind playing? That's what mantra really means. Do we need to change the station? And then lifting up, planting into the hands, tucking the left toe, and then reaching up. Split the dog. Right foot, landing dog. Inhale, exhale through the mouth at this stage. Let it all go, side out. 3 times. Release. Those that haven't been on the mat much, don't follow me. Rest in child or stay in dog. Left leg up, left knee to right elbow. Bring the left foot forward through. Come into that beautiful triangle, fallen triangle. Breathe. Quite strong here. Maybe wiggle wobble in the arm like me. Find the breath, find the strength, find the opening, and then glide that foot back in. Plant into the right hand, lift it up, split the dog. We all meet in split dog. Bring it in, look forward, left foot to the front of the mat. Maybe a little movement here. Bringing, opening of that left leg, planting into the right heel as we move. Now we're on that back forefoot, coming into that lunge, that nice strong lunge. Maybe, cupcake fingers there. Lift up the left arm, extend through that back heel. Lovely and strong there. Breathe. Look down to the base of the mat. Scissor the legs together. Bring the bunda in and lift up into that transition crescent lunge. Maybe looking forward if you have no balance today, or looking back if you have balance. And then slowly lifting left arm over, right arm back, and then flowing into that beautiful, I won't face my back to you, that beautiful, just that beautiful circle, loosening up. A little bit crazy maybe, but yoga like no one's watching, and no one is watching. That's what I say in my classes. Freedom to move. And then landing. I have to do left foot forward because that's where you guys are. Into your beautiful warrior 2. You might have hands down, doesn't matter. Breathe. Strength. Strong. Courageous. Resilient. Inhale. Come onto that forefoot. Come on point. Move with that. Smile, maybe. Hopefully you still smile. And then land. Draw. Lift up. Find that beautiful peaceful warrior, however you wish to do it. And then paint the sky, windmill the hands, frame the foot, lift it up. I'd like you to bring the left foot in, plant into the front of the foot, right foot to meet left. feet hip width apart, guiding down into your Uttanasana, letting it all go. We're going to flow with this though, this Uttanasana. Lifting up. Prayer. Cactus. Hands behind buttocks. Reaching forward with heart, chest, chin. Hands behind legs. Dropping in, softening the knees. Inhale, Adha. Exhale, float down. Inhale, up. Feeling into that beat, that open, that reach, that close. This yoga dance between those dark and light, right and wrong. Finding that balance, merging the dualities. I won't go into all of that yet. And then opening up. Last one, reach it. And then just maybe sway a little with soft knees, ragdoll it. And then let it go. You might want more, you might want to bring the hands behind the calves, straighten the legs, lift it out. You guide it back in and fold in. You might want to hang loose. You might want to do elbows to wrist creases, whatever you choose. Sit in that forward fold. Breath. Traction of the spine, opening up that beautiful spine. A neural communicator. And then guide it up. Lift up. Baby back bend. Hands over face. Throat. Landing in the heart center. Maybe crisscross. Breathe. Stand firm. Stand tall. Return to your mantra. Feel into the beating of the heart. You are here. Bathing in that afterglow of that little flow. Just a small flow. So we're going to do another one. Another little one. Inhale up. Baby back bend. Exhale, flow it forward like a waterfall. Drop it in. Inhale, Adha Uttanasana. Exhale, drop it into Uttanasana. Right foot back. Land, low lunge, left foot back. Beautiful planks, strong planks. Lifting up through the belly. Anytime you want to drop into knees, honor your body. And then knees, chest, chin, elbows in, grazing them through the ribs, gliding it forward, retracting the shoulders down the back, looking forward to Bhujangasana. Exhale down. Hands close to ribs, all fours, tuck toes, dog. Bring right leg up, right leg forward. Place it softly if we can. Breathe here. Low lunge. And then transition from low to high, switching on that midline. Scissoring the legs and then lifting up. Beautiful crescent lunge there. Breathe. Then land into that warrior one. I was going to do something else, but I won't. So feeling into that front of the hip facing the front of the mat. We're not splaying out that foot into 90 degrees and letting our knee twist, really not good. So we really need to have those hips, and I shouldn't use square because I know people don't like that, but facing the front of mat, comfort in the back hip, and then lifting up. Maybe feeling into those tram trackets. The wider the stance, the more center of gravity we have. So, you know, if you want to go a bit wider, go a bit wider. It's up to you. Lifting up the heart space. Breathe. Inhale forward. Extended arrowhead. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, arrowhead. Inhale, exhale. Plant into the hands. Sorry, bring the hands together in a bind, not my favourite thing to do ever, but lift it up. Inhale, retract the shoulders. Moving a bit quicker with that. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale bind. Inhale up. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale bind. Lift it up. Coming into humble warrior. So finding that retraction of the shoulders, open to the heart, open to the throat. As you come down, doesn't matter, my binds are not my favourite things with my shoulders, but because of my other pursuits. Anyway, and then lifting up and then floating it forward, leading with the chest, the heart, coming onto that inside of that right leg. Too much for you, use a ledge. Use the ledge, up to you. If you've got that capacity, coming the inside leg, hugging that right leg in, lifting up, letting the head go, the neck go. Come to the degree where you feel safe. And then land in that. Breathe in that. Strength with humility. Courage with empathy. And breathe. Let go of the hands, lift up, back to that warrior one. Bring the hands down, frame the foot, pivot on the back, lift it up. Bring the right knee in, front mat, left to meet right. Inhale, exhale, fold it in. Reverse swan dive. Open the heart, exhale down, flow it down, hinge from the hips, land in. Inhale halfway, exhale, plant in. Guide left foot back, nice and slow, land, plant hands, right foot back to plank. Extra inhale here, coming through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, up to you. Keeping the knee, elbows nice and in, and then gliding it forward. Over the toes, back into your dog. All of us meeting back in dog. Lifting the left leg up, left leg forward, and then bring it to the front of the mat. You might actually land coming up into warrior one, so land the back of the heel, facing forward, nice. Tram tracks there, knees stacked over ankles, lifting it up. Breathing. Inhale forward. Sorry, inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale clasp. Inhale lift. Inhale up. Drop the shoulders back in. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale clasp. Inhale rise. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale back with the arms. Exhale clasp. Inhale up. And then guiding it down. I'm going to come into reverse prayer. You might have that available, you might not. You might want to come into monkey grip or hands to elbow creases, whatever you choose. Finding that position that suits you, lifting up the heart space, and then gliding it forward, nice and line, and then coming in to wherever you feel comfortable. Really pressing through the feet, activating through the mat. Still on that back blade of the right foot. Let it go. Rise up. Sink in. We won't come through a vinyasa, we're running out of time. Hands to prayer. Hands to heart. Step forward. Land. Tadasana. Letting in through those three corners of the feet. Hips apart. Belly in. Hope coming out of those ribs, containing, chin tucked a little, and just breathe. A conscious awareness of the breath, following it in and out. Finding the pause at the top, closing the eyes if that's available to you, finding the pause at the bottom. Following the breath so closely, you can sort of feel it just disappear. And now, maybe on your mat, off your mat, whatever you choose for a balance. I always like to put a balance in. I've done many balances over the last 4 or 5 months, so I haven't been on the mat too much, but on it a bit, been on it quite a bit. So I haven't been teaching. So, finding that Tadasana, that beautiful foundation of our standing poses. And then transitioning weight to the right. Still lifting up through that midline, fusing the core, lifting up through prayer, and then finding that lifted knee. This might be enough for you today. You might want to bend or flex the toes, bend flexion, dorsiflexion, whatever. Bring that extended prayer if you have it. Right hand to outer left knee. Lift arm, hand extended from shoulder, and then guide it round. Come into a little twist there. If you have more, you're most welcome to look behind you. Feeling in to that beautiful twist and balance. Finding your drishti, that internal gaze. Bring the left hand to right. You might want to pedal out the feet, plant into the right, find the butters, and then finding just a warrior 3 there. So extending back through that left leg, extending the left leg. Not feeling very balanced today. If you fall out, going in quietly and considered, not making any rash decisions, rash movements. Going into it nice and slow, and then finding maybe a little bit more of a balance. Dropping into the hands, dropping left foot back, behind right, winging the arms back behind, giving yourself a bow for all that you are and your worth and your value, and then lifting it up. And coming back to your Tadasana. Do the same on the other side, yeah? So, firm, transition, weight through left, lifting up right knee, extended prayer. Extended prayer outside of right, lifting up, extending hand, then coming back into that twist. You might want to look back if you have good balance today. And breathe, and find that drishti, right hand to left, maybe straight into your warrior three, or maybe a pedal. Extending through that back leg. Dropping into the hands. Right foot behind left. Another bow. Encore. Lift it up. Back to balance. Back to Tadasana. I think we're running behind, as usual, Lisa. Merrilies? No, maybe not. Liking you to come back onto the top of your mat. I like doing Uttanasana chair with one long line, feet together, sort of thighs together. I see some people doing their own version, that's totally fine. I like you lift up, firm into the feet, lift up the heart space, sweep the arms back, graze into the mat, and then tuck in to your Uttanasana, no weight on the front. Breathing through that. I always say with back issues, keep it up, elongate the spine, lift it up, support it, rather than hanging out. Breathe. Arms up don't suit you, just bring the hands to prayer. Modify, customize, whatever. Well, this is safe. Breathe through that, maybe go a bit lower. Hands to prayer. Straighten the legs. Glide right foot back. Plane into hands. Left foot back. Plank. Extra inhale here. Knees, chest, chin, or just slow chaturanga to the mat. Your choice. Maybe before we just do these final few poses, go on your right cheek, let the shoulders splay out, the legs splay out, and come into rest. Let everything go. Return to your mantra. Let it all splay out there. Let the breath return to its natural state. Yeah. Maybe is it time to prioritise your peace, making intentional choices to find your calm. People, places, how we respond. And then it's going to come into a couple of nice little easy twists here. Hopefully you can still see me. Hopefully you can still see me. Bring the right hand under the right shoulder, bringing the left arm out to T, so left hand in line with left shoulder, and then coming into a twist, so bringing that right leg over. You might land, that might be too much for you. You can just bring it right foot over left and then graze into that left cheek and rest in there. If you're not feeling enough of that, it goes in my earring. If you're not feeling enough of that, you can bring that left arm to 10 o'clock rather than 9 o'clock, and then come into a twist. Just nestle in there for a few moments, a few breaths. Feel that earth, that ground. And then slowly, might just play that again. Bring that left arm in. Come out of your twist. That would be good. Come out of your twist. Bring the left arm in. Bring the right arm out to a T. Might be 3 o'clock. Might be 2 o'clock. And then come into the twist the other way. Right cheek. Or just finding left leg over right. Whatever you choose. And breathe. Bring it all back down, bring it all back in as we come to a bit of the quieter part of the flow. Rest and digest. Breathe in gently, deeply. Breathe out gently, deeply. That essence of you, that unique DNA that no one else has. Beautiful you. And then coming out of that twist, coming into a little bit of a different open twist, a different version. So planning into the left hand, bringing that right arm through, and then I've tucked my right arm under my left, hopefully you can see it, and I'm bringing my left knee up to my right arm, hands to that extended prayer, and then fold open. Ooh. Trying to engage that left shoulder, maybe not perfect, certainly yoga's practice, it's not perfect. Our practice isn't perfect, that's what I mean. It doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be you. Breathe. Come out of that twist, left arm back to right. Glide the left leg down. Come the opposing way. So, press into the right hand, bring left hand under and through. That hopefully you can see. And then bring the right knee to left arm. Extend prayer and then open up to that twist the other way. Breathing. Opening. Feeling. For a few more breaths, staying there. To sometimes find that peace, we have to willing maybe to let go, lose some communications with some people, places and things that cause so much noise and so much trouble in your life. Super hard decisions to make, I know, and you never want to hurt anyone in your life, ever. I don't. I'm sure most people don't. But, and then folding out of that twist, I'd like you to come into just a file inversion, maybe finding your bolster, being on your back. I have to do it this way. We're just going to sit in silence in this inversion. So you can come into Savasana if that's in your practice, which is supported shoulder stand. You might just have grabbed 2 cushions. Don't go out of your Zen if the cushions aren't anywhere near you. You can just do legs up the wall. It's called Viparita Karani. Finding a blank wall. I'm going to do it on my bolster. You can do it on the cushions. And just extend through the legs. Find a place where there's no resistance. And just let gravity do its work. You can do this against a wall. Get close and nestle up. Sweep your legs up. Beautiful pose to do if you're having trouble sleeping. And then you can stay here as long as you like. If you're in supported shoulder stand, maybe coming down and doing, which you'll know, your counter pose of Matsyendrasana fish pose, just for a few moments. If you're in Viparita Karani, just slowly, if you have a bolster or some support underneath you, releasing that. And then coming, maybe putting a layer on, don't keep the eyes closed. Don't disturb that beautiful place of calm. And then coming in to a beautiful, well-deserved rest and surrender of Shavasana. Letting everything go. No breath control, no pranayama. Allowing us to melt and diffuse, soak into the mat. And just be. Not human being, not human doing, human being. And as you sink in, I'll play beautiful Diva and Pramal. Into the wind. Stay there. One of the most important poses of yoga. Rest in and let the practice permeate onto that beautiful, beautiful soul.
This is our aloneness. This is our time. This is the mountain we all have to climb. This is our destiny. Wild and free, we're all holding a master key to the empty sky. Into the wind,
just before you bubble back to the surface, just a couple little more things, just hopefully making those conscious, or that conscious decision not to let other people destroy your peace, not letting them have that control. Maybe just a few little things to bring your calm in line is that conscious awareness of the breath. Slow, controlled. Maybe finding the pause, even a small pause in that meditation before we react. Maybe a mantra will help you off the mat. Taking that mantra with you when you're feeling overwhelmed or anxious. Maybe looking into doing that meditation course. Maybe practicing yoga nidra, which you can, find on apps if, you don't want to do your own self-meditation. Yoga nidra is an amazing experience if you want to find that on any apps. There's always that legs up the wall. It's a beautiful practice to come to when you're feeling life's too much, which you can get too much, really. But not forgetting that really life is 10% of what we experience and 90% of how we react to it. Elongating the breath. Coming back to your surfaces. Moving maybe head side to side, maybe shoulders, maybe your extremities, whatever you need to do, but do it slowly and steadily, no rush. And then maybe lifting up the arms overhead and seeing that length that you've hopefully created a little bit more space in that beautiful body of yours, and open it up a little bit more. And then rolling to your left or your right, cradling in that upper arm. Letting that practice permeate. Closing the eyes, coming back to a seated position. Finding your comfy. Hands to prayer, Jali Mudra. Bow down, look in that beautiful heart. May you find peace in that heart, your mind. May you find calm in that heart and your mind. And some healing in that soul in this journey of yoga and this journey of life. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Practice that flow as much as you like. We might need a bit of that flow with this week with home sweet homeschooling, if we've got kids. From my heart to yours, have a great day, look after each other, and until next time, love you.